Tracking rain and snow through the week. A first system hitting us on Veterans Day, the next one due in midweek. I'm ABC 10 Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods. It should be a fairly active week as we get going. Now, in terms of the total precipitation, that is not going to be on a super dramatic note, but we are going to be tracking a couple of weather systems coming in from the Pacific. The bulk of the rain and snow right now going into the Pacific Northwest with storm system number 1. If nothing else, we will notice a much cooler weather pattern as well. So we've got a lot to unpack this week. We've got these in-depth forecasts and explainers on our ABC 10 Plus streaming channel. Make sure to download it wherever you stream on TV. We've also got our weather specials in there, including our new one on California's dying lakes and what the state as well as local communities are doing to keep that water from turning green. All right, let's get to our winter weather advisory and the first system due in. This is going to impact us beginning mid-morning on Monday for Veterans Day. Travel up into the Sierra very early in the morning, much different than on the way back. So this is going to take us all the way through the evening until midnight on Tuesday, all the way through the Sierra Spine and the Tahoe Basin. Here's another look at the satellite and radar as that first weather system pulls onto the coast. Again, mostly affecting the Pacific Northwest until about the California-Oregon border. As far as the total precipitation, that will be coming in fairly quickly. It's going to be a quick moving system, but one that could get a couple of those storm drains a little clogged, especially with the leaves that are coming down. Make sure to clean those out if you get the chance to do so in the morning. So our weather impact alert headlines. When is the first one? We've got that on Monday. Rain and snow being the main impacts, needing to prepare for some of the situations that we have to deal with, especially on Veterans Day, where we have a lot of parades actually going on right about the time that the first band of rain starts coming through. 61 degrees, the high for our Monday. That is going to be 10 degrees cooler than we were on Sunday. Chance of showers in the valley and mountain snow for the Sierra. I'll look at the futurecast and the timeline. We start the day off with mainly dry weather. Lots of cloud cover out there, a few sprinkles here and there coming through real quickly during the early morning. But as far as the main band of precipitation, that's going to be just off the coast here at 7 a.m. Watch how quickly this changes throughout the morning. The main precipitation comes through right around 10 a.m. There's that line. It's very distinct with the cold front. In fact, the morning temperatures are going to be warmer than the afternoon temperatures once this cold front moves on through. Now, this is also going to give us quite a bit of instability and the chance for some thunderstorms to pop up, not only for the valley, but through the foothills as well. You'll notice by the noontime hour, there's that main band stretching all the way through the Sacramento Valley into the East Bay communities and also the northern San Joaquin Valley, as well as the mother load expanding throughout the 80-50 corridor for the Tahoe Basin. And then it generally starts to move its way southward here by the time we get to the early afternoon. So this is, again, just going to hit us right in the middle of the day, and then we start to see some drier weather ahead. A few lingering snow flurries possible for the Sierra. Our Monday severe weather outlook, slight chance of those thunderstorms popping up throughout the valley as well as the foothills and even into the Sierra as well. Model rainfall totals, it's pretty light, about 1/10 of an inch to 3/10 of an inch in the valley, closer to about 1/2 an inch as we draw nearer to the foothills. Not a huge whopper of a storm, but one that could be impactful simply because of all the activities that are going on outside for that day off on the 3-day weekend. 1 to 8 inches of snow possible, though, for this year. That's why we have that winter weather advisory in place and our weather impact alert as well. Our snow level will be fairly low, about 5,500 feet. That's well below the passes, which run roughly around 7,200 feet. One pass, Tioga Pass, already closed ahead of this weather system just to prevent anybody from getting stuck. Tuesday, we'll see some lingering Sierra snow showers, but generally a dry day. Then we start tracking that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday storm. Now, the deal with that one is the weather models have been back and forth on the intensity of that particular storm. We actually need the rain at this point as we draw into our November because we haven't seen too much. We're all the way into November 10th and we've only had 36/100ths of an inch of rain. Our average for the entire month is closer to around 1.75 inches. Not necessarily something that we can't catch up with, but it has been a little bit slow going to get the rainy season started, especially when you consider that the last time we had that significant rain was in early May. We've gone several months without a really big storm coming through. We've seen several fires break out throughout the state, one of which, the mountain fire, grew to over 20,000 acres, and it's about 30% contained right now. Our statewide precipitation, if we look at the sheer numbers, now again, this is starting off the water year October 1st. It doesn't look horrible, but when we compare it to the normal, we are hitting some pretty deep departures here for places like Redding, almost 2 inches behind. Santa Barbara, close to that mountain fire, an inch behind. In total precipitation, San Francisco about 1.2 inches behind right now. It's just one day and counting until Veterans Day. Can you believe after we get through this weekend, we are 6 weekends away from Christmas? So it is really the wind down of the year. So much happening. And weather usually starts to get much more active at this point in the year for Thanksgiving, winter solstice, and Christmas Day, not to mention New Year's as well. We had opening day on Friday for Mount Rose, so the ski resorts are saying, hey, yeah, let's get going. Let's get this season started. What we have that's helping the ski resorts is really chilly air that's going to be moving in with this next weather system. We'll be below average, hitting highs only in the 60s. By next weekend, our overnight lows are in the 30s for the valley. So you can see the lows over the next several days, how chilly it's going to be. And again, we have that slight chance of showers coming in next Saturday. That'll take us through the morning hours. But Veterans Day showers, that's on track. Mountain travel delays for Veterans Day, that's on track. More rain and snow ahead. The confidence is high that we will get another system. Where it's running lower is the timing for that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly early Saturday storm, plus the rain and snow totals. At one point, it looked like this was going to be a really big storm for us. And now when I came in today and just looked at the new models, it really did kind of back off on how impressive that was going to be. But as for tomorrow, for Veterans Day, again, that band of rain starts to move through. We see Sierra snow that presses through pretty quickly here. We're dry into our Tuesday. Then Wednesday evening looks like the next chance to see that line of rain moving through. And then it kind of backs off as we head into our Thursday. Mostly a dry day until we head into the later evening hours through early Friday. So the long range prediction is calling for a likely cooler and likely wetter scenario through at least the central and almost all of extreme northern California for the 8 to 14 day outlook. For tomorrow, we'll get a touch of that cooler than average air. Highs will be in the 40s for this year, with 40s and 50s down the hill. Highs along the coast are in the 60s, and we're only in the 60s throughout the entire valley tomorrow afternoon. Now, morning lows will start off okay, just simply because we are going to have some cloud cover coming through. So it's not really going to be that chilly tomorrow morning. Where we really feel a touch of that cool air is a little bit later in the week when we get that second cold front coming through, which will continue the chance for showers on and off through the week, both for the valley rain, foothill rain, and Sierra snow, and also for the coast as well. Weather impact alert in place for tomorrow, and that's because of those showers moving through for our Veterans Day. And then it's on and off chances for rain coming through. And here's what I was talking about. Look at those lows on Saturday and Sunday in the 30s for next weekend. So it's all sorts of feels that we've jumped out of fall-like weather almost into winter-like weather, and we'll keep you posted right here.